Hi friends, Tatiana is here and I would love to talk with you about feelings and emotions today. Such a big part of our life, isn't it? I notice that a lot of humans, when I talk about feelings and emotions or asking about what person's feeling, they can come up with thoughts or conclusions about life, and it's a big difference, right? Between what we think and what we feel. And for some of us, it's a journey to get in touch with our feelings, like it was a journey for me before. As a human beings, we are very multidimensional, and there's layers and layers of different dimensions in our being, and also we are complex. We are the most complex organism on planet Earth. So as a part of being a human, we get to learn about our inner world, our constitution, and the human consciousness, and what does it mean to be a human? What is it like to be a human? So when we talk about our feelings, first of all, when we identify our feeling, it's usually a one word, right? And the word could be joy, fear, jealousy, happiness. So to identify how we feel, we don't usually go into the conversation about, well, I feel blah blah blah, I feel this wasn't good, and you know, there's the beginning of the conversation. So identify how we feel, we usually can come up with a single word that can describe our feelings. And usually feelings are in our body, right? We don't go into our head. We really tend to go in our head a lot of the times, and to see and receive this world through the computer that in our head, right? We use logic, we use common sense to receive this reality, right? Receive this world. So when we start to tune into our feelings, we really arrive more into our body, because truly is our whole being has an intelligence, not only our brain, but actually every cell in our body has brain, right? And has not a brain, but intelligence. So we can think with our heart, even though it sounds new and maybe unusual, or I'm sure you heard about the gut feeling, right? So there is this whole other organism besides our head that we can use to receive this reality, to understand what's happening around us, to understand what's happening within us, and to being able to communicate with people around us, with the universe, and with the situations in our life through our feelings, or with consideration of our feelings. And what I've learned throughout my life is that those feelings are really good navigators in our life, and with their help, we can tune into the life flow. We can tune into higher consciousness. We can tune with our guides and angels, and we can really navigate and see the depth of our life experiences with consideration and through the filter of our feelings. Now, of course, our feelings and our emotions are two different things, and a lot of the times we have a reaction that comes up as a first response from our body, right? And those are our emotions, and they not necessarily identify who we are, right? There is a really fine line between our feelings and our emotions. Our reaction and our feeling and our emotions are not really who we are. but our feelings, something that we experience about certain situations. It's a longer experience, if you will, right? It's not very like quick and then it passes after 5 minutes. Our feelings, they're pretty stable, and they oftentimes don't change very quickly about certain people or certain situations in our life. And those want to really pay attention to, and really start to grow our awareness around our feelings, and listen, what are they actually trying to tell us, and start to grow our trust to our feelings, which grow our trust to ourselves. And when we do that, there's so many magical, beautiful things are happening that sometimes you can't really explain with the common sense, but it's a magic that you can trust. It's something more than our logical mind, right? It's a universal intelligence and something that we can trust in our life, and we can explore that part of ourselves. We really need to explore that part of ourselves because it's a big part of who we are. It's a big navigation system in our body, in our system, and it's an essential tool to use in our life. So make friends with your feelings, grow your awareness around them, start paying attention and asking yourself why you feel certain way about certain people and situations, and what your feelings are telling you about that. Namaste.